Hello, people. How y'all doing? Well, as usual, I'm not getting any bell notifications from Jugal, and so I popped in here to Jacob's channel, Helicopter Lessons in 10 Minutes or Less, to see if he replied to my response to his reply to my initial comment, should I say. And no, he hasn't responded yet. But this ignorant fucking Balltard Fred Knotts has. And his first comment was he'll be back with, but what about the wind? I read that to you in the last one. And I wouldn't really read this, but it's kind of comical. And this guy here can't put a sentence and a paragraph together. Not that I'm the grammar police or anything, but I just think it's comical. He's thinking he's some brainchild and discrediting everybody else who uses common sense and reason when he has absolutely lack thereof. Anyway, this is Fred Knott's response. In RAM, so predictable. I told him your response would be, but what about the wind? Pathetic as always. The air moves with the earth. Oh, and an airplane in flight is not a rigid body. Polaris has not always been the North Star. Ancient Egyptians used Thuban. If you jump on a flat bed behind a wall, you continue to move with the truck. Geodetic surveys have measured the curve several times over the last few centuries. 3 million miles in relation to what exactly? He's getting to the speed and he just forgot miles per hour here. What do you think would be in space to create resistance to the movement? As we have told this site proprietor, you were looking for a gotcha and that's it. And your ignorance of reality is the only gotcha here. And you're the only troll. Now go make a video crying about how we ruined your chance to try to make a hit video out of a simple guy just trying to spread his experience to others. An obvious troll move by an obvious troll. And if the only drug you've ever done is weed, then you need to slap your mom for feeding you lead chip paints. Oh, and if he doesn't reply, that isn't a gotcha. It just means he's got better things to do than interact with a moron like you. Also, you aren't even smart enough to realize you lied in your previous comment when you said you know the earth rotates. As I said, pathetic. Maybe you and Danny, whoever Danny is, can start a pathetic losers club. As the first two members, you can circle jerk each other. Oh, how adult. How original. So my reply at Fred, not smart. Okay, Bullwinkle. So predictable, huh? Show me, smarty pants, where I asked, but what about the wind? The only time I mention the wind is the fact that the majority of it gets caught in the downwash or the helicopter would tumble. That's why nobody but Super You, of course, flies helicopters in high winds. If you don't think that is a fact, go ahead and ask Jacob. The air moves with the earth? If that were the case, how and why do sky lakes, clouds as you know them, move in 4 different directions simultaneously? Don't just bump your gums. It's not what you can regurgitate, it's what you can prove. I made no such claims that an airplane in flight is a rigid body. I put not in there. I'm going to fix that. Perhaps you should inform NASA of your claim that it is not. After all, it is their document and claim. Did you not click the link? Not that it matters, but can you prove Thuban was the pole star over 4,000 years ago? No, you are just bumping your gums again. I, though, can take you to the Georgia Guidestones every clear night of the year and let you peek through the hole and observe Polaris. Completely impossible if the Earth were truly whirling and twirling through the infinite all in 4 different directions simultaneously with a combined speed of nearly 3 million miles per hour. Think real hard, fool. In June, Earth supposedly on the west side of the sun, so the night sky would be west of the sun. In September, Earth supposedly on the south side of the sun, so the night sky would be south of the sun. In December, Earth is supposedly on the east side of the sun, the night sky would be east of the sun. In March, Earth supposedly on the north side of the sun with darkness north of the sun. So Earth supposedly travels billions of miles every year with the night sky in 4 completely different directions, and Polaris is observable every clear night of the year through a 7/8 inch diameter hole. Get the fuck out of here. If you want to know what the speed is in relation with, go ask the idiots that made such an ignorant, outlandish claim. I merely added their claimed speeds together. You want to jump on a flat ball bed behind a wall? Why is that? To address your ignorant question on space and resistance, we are not in space, we are on Earth. And I don't see a great wall here on Earth that impedes the natural flow of air. So yes, we have resistance. I'll tell you what, I will give you the benefit of the doubt. No wall, no jump. Just climb your dumbass self up on the back of a 40-foot flatbed and stand on the tailing 2 feet of it and have the driver slowly accelerate to 60 miles an hour. And we will just go ahead and change your name to Razzleberry now, because that is exactly what you will be covered with. Road rash razzleberries. Laughs out loud. So, geodetic surveys over the past few centuries have been measuring the curve, huh? Where on earth have they been doing that, gum bumper? The 29% of the land mass? Or the 71% of the water mass? Or the combined total of 100%? Because last time I checked, the Earth's surface is 71% water. And anybody that I know that has at least one brain cell that is not composed of fecal matter knows all large bodies of water are quite level. So if 71% of Earth is quite level, how in pray tell are you going to get a sphere with only 29% of it curved? Now I don't know about Jacob here. He seems like a very decent man to me. But if you were in my range and called me simple, I would slap the shit clear out of you and either donate your holy church clothes to and shoes to Goodwill, or I'd burn them so your stupidity didn't possibly rub off on some poor unexpecting soul. And there you have it. I told you this thread might get interesting. See, I was busting up all of the mods and all of the experts on Facebook, and so this one Facebook moderator jumps in this comment section that I was having with the guy and says to me, or it says to him actually, look, he's so stupid he missed one of the O's in 2. And I've been completely knocking this guy's dick in the dirt with reality checks. And so I respond to this I leaned over entity, and I said, hey, grammar pig, this conversation I did not run from. We moved it to a different part. So go ahead and put your most insightful knowledge in on the conversation and tell me, in quotation marks, you missed your period. And them fucking idiots fucking put me in Facebook jail, and I haven't readdressed it yet. I should make a video because their comments are every bit as entertaining as these. This is pretty entertaining, actually. Anyway, with that, you guys, you all have a good evening and be well.